Presidential or governmental aircraft are always a little bit special, but this one might just be a little bit more special than all the others. And with that, hello and welcome to a new episode of Review, where today we'll take a closer look at an Ilyushin IL-96-300 of Rossiya. At the front of the box we have a cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft model inside, and underneath that we have the Rossiya branding. Then on the back side of the box we have a lovely image of the aircraft in real life, and we are provided with the original dimensions of the aircraft as well as some additional information. So that's it for the box. Let's take a closer look inside and at the aircraft model inside. But before we get too far into today's review, it is worth mentioning that this aircraft model does come with a piece of cardboard with an apron position printed on. And here she is, the Ilyushin IL-96-300 in the Rossiya livery. But of course it's not just any aircraft. Firstly, the aircraft type is technically called Ilyushin IL-96-300PU, which is a highly modified version of the IL-96, with the last two letters standing for command point in Russian. Secondly, you might have noticed that the aircraft doesn't carry the standard livery you know from Rossiya Airlines. That's because this aircraft is part of the Russian presidential fleet, and is in fact also used by the Russian president or other governmental officials. But given how unfamiliar I am with Soviet-era aircraft, if you feel like I left something out or said something incorrectly, then feel free to correct me in the comment section below and share your knowledge with all of us. So for now, let's just focus on the aircraft model in front of us, and let's take a closer look at it, starting off with the tail section, where we on the vertical stabilizer have the flag of the Russian Federation. Underneath that we have the full registration code of the aircraft, and towards the very tail of the aircraft we do also have a bit of detailing around the APU exhaust. Then at the front of the aircraft, following the white, blue and red sheet line, which of course is the Russian flag, we find the writing of Rossiya in Cyrillic writing. At the front we then also have the aircraft type specification, and that's one of the few details we actually get around the cockpit section. We have the cockpit windows, and that's about it. Not even the window wipers. That is definitely a little bit disappointing in my opinion. But I do quite like the shape of the mold. I think Herpa has actually done rather well with that. The engine nacelles have been kept in the same grey coloring as most of the fuselage, but do have the silver leading edge and something written in Cyrillic. However, I'm not sure what that means. If you know, then feel free to let me know in the comment section below. The physical detailing of the engines, I mean, from the backside could be better, but from the front it actually looks rather nice. From the engines we can move on to the wings to see what they have to offer. Starting off with the top side, we can see across the wings we have the full registration code of the aircraft printed on. And we have the different flap slats and spoilers carved out rather nicely, but that's it when it comes to detailing here on the top side. Again, on the underside we have the full registration code printed on across the wings. The physical detailing here again very nice, but that's about it then for the wings. Other than of course the lovely winglets, which also feature the flag of the Russian Federation. The landing gear, with my very limited experience of this aircraft type, I think looks fine. At least the main landing gear here, but also the front landing gear I think looks pretty decent. We could have had some printed details perhaps here, but overall I think Herpa has done a decent job with that. And then lastly, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here in the back of the aircraft and here at the front of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Ilyushin 96-300PU in the livery of Rossiya from Herpa Wings in scale 1 to 500. And what can we say about this aircraft model? I started off by saying that this is a Soviet-era aircraft type, and it kind of is and perhaps kind of isn't, because the maiden flight of the IL-96 was in 1988. However, the aircraft wasn't certified before 1992 and didn't enter service with Aeroflot until 1993. By then the Soviet Union had long collapsed, and the aircraft this model was based upon wasn't delivered until 2007, and there are even younger versions of the IL-96 in the Russian presidential fleet. But you might say, hold on Bongo, you wanted to talk about the aircraft model. And in a way I do, because the point I try to make here is that there is so much history behind this aircraft model. And if you know me, you know that I like aircraft model with a bit of history. But in this case, this history is also needed, because yes, the aircraft model is not bad. The physical detailing is actually quite good. The print quality is also great, but there could be many more details on this model. So given that they are not there, but at least the model has some history, I would say yes, the aircraft is worth having in one's collection, but I do also realize that it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Now with that, we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a like, that would be very much appreciated. And of course, if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. With that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching, hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.